What's going on, guys? Tony Maritato here. So in this video, I want to talk about marketing your mobile practice or your brick and mortar practice to local physicians. Now, we're not going to differentiate right now between primary care docs, surgeons, or other specialties, but this is going to be the first in a series of videos. So what we're talking about today is specifically determining your USP. USP stands for unique selling proposition. Now, it could be unique value proposition, whatever you want to call it. The bottom line is you need to establish something that differentiates you from the competition. The competition in the mind of the referring physician. So if you just call yourself a physical therapist, occupational therapist, you just say that you're providing physical therapy services, there is no reason in the world for a physician to choose you over their established referral sources, because they've developed these relationships most likely over years. They have no idea who you are. The fact that you don't have a brick and mortar clinic even makes you that much more kind of transient, so they're not sure that you're going to be there tomorrow. I can tell you that typically what I have seen when a new provider moves into a market, it takes a minimum of 6 months before they establish any kind of referral relationships, usually a year before they start getting consistent referrals. So let's talk about a unique selling proposition that allows you to create a new space in the mind of potential referrals. Because I can tell you, personal experience, when I was marketing my new practice in a new location for the first time, one of the physicians came up to me and point blank said, "I'm satisfied with who I'm sending patients to. Why should I send patients to you?" And without hesitation, the first thing I said was, the therapists you're sending to right now are wonderful therapists. I'm not looking to take any business away from them. The reality is I have certain things that I can offer your patients that they cannot. They've been around a long time. They're extremely busy. They're seeing 2-3 patients at a time. I'm doing everything one-on-one because I don't have other patients. You know what it's like to be new in a market. If you want a patient to get the one-on-one experience, I'm the provider to do it. The other reason to send to me over somebody else is if they're taking 2 or 3 weeks to schedule an initial evaluation, I can do it in the same day. You can call me from your office and the patient can leave your exam room and see me within an hour. If I'm doing mobile, I would tell them that I can meet the patient at the house within an hour. So those cases of acute onset, low back pain, sciatica, those cases of an acute ankle sprain and we want to start mobilizing and start active recovery immediately, those are the cases that give you the competitive advantage, because you can immediately get to the patient's home. You can immediately have the patient come to you because you have the competitive advantage of time, of availability. You might also be the only one in your area who's willing to do late evening appointments, early morning appointments. You might be willing to do weekend appointments. It's almost unheard of for a hospital-based outpatient clinic to offer a Sunday appointment or work on holidays. But if you're gonna see a clientele that is working and needs therapy after work, before work, during a lunch hour, that is your competitive advantage. Now, I wouldn't try to claim things that other places can claim. Plenty of clinics claim one-on-one care. That doesn't mean they actually deliver one-on-one care. Plenty of clinics claim various certifications and advanced education. It doesn't really matter. None of that stuff matters. You need something that is unique to you. So back to my story, I originally said, look, I'm not trying to take patients away from them, but if you have a patient that needs to get in within a day or two, I can get them in within a day or two. If you have a patient that's a little more complex and those therapists don't have the time to dedicate to the individual because they have 2 or 3 other patients that they need to see, I'm the therapist who can handle that. And I specialize, this was back then, I specialize in treating patients who are suffering pain and limitation from fibromyalgia and other persistent pain conditions. I said that because I knew that was a market demographic that nobody wanted to treat at that time. So if there's something unique that you can claim, for example, being an outpatient provider going to the home, that's unique. Maybe you can provide services at the time of arrival. So the patient had a total knee replacement at 8 a.m., got discharged from the surgery center at noon, you can be there to meet the patient to assist with the car transfer. Even the best home health therapists are likely not going to be able to be there to assist with the car transfer. You can be there. So I want you to think, what is your unique selling proposition? What is the 1, 2, maybe 3 things that you can claim that nobody else can claim? The message delivery doesn't matter if you don't have a message to deliver. This is the message that you need to figure out. So figure it out. If you want to share it, post it in the YouTube comments below, and then catch the next part of this series where I show you how to start delivering that message to the primary care physicians, to the orthopedic physicians, to the people who actually want to hear that message. I'll catch you next time.